Greetings and welcome to Smartwatch Ticks. We have an exciting day of an unboxing of course, a new smartwatch. What do we have? Oh, look at this. We have two. Oh, they're getting efficient on me now. They're sending two. Wow. One of them is a #1 watch. Well, that's going to be fun. But not today. We are taking a look at this one today because I already got ready for it. We're going to be unboxing something called the GD19. Pretty much you've seen these kind of tethering watches a lot, but this one, of course, I always grab something that's got a little unique new twist to it. This one you're about to see has, are you ready for it? A front-facing little camera in it, in the format of an Apple Watch. Now, if you remember, a while back, we reviewed this Kingwear GT88. It had a little camera on the side. This one, Apple Watch with camera on the side. This one, Apple Watch, like, at least we think so, with a camera facing forward. And I imagine the rest of the software is all going to be very similar. Of course, we'll take a look at that, but let's dive into it. Okay. I actually really do like these Apple look-alike kind of cloned watches, because when you look at people that are wearing smartwatches, most of them are wearing Apple Watches. These haven't caught on that much yet. So when you have something on your arm that looks a lot like an Apple Watch, well, I don't know, you know? Oh, kind of left a little bit of sticky there, but that'll come off, no doubt. Let's see what else is in the box before we go ahead. We've got... Whoa, we've got the battery. Okay, either the battery is outside of it, or we've got a second battery. And look, it's a nice, easily replaceable battery, too. That's great. And then we've got the USB charging cable. And, whoa, is that the charging dock? Do we have a dock? I don't see a dock in here. You know what? I think that's just a mirrored finish on the back. I think we're going to find that inside of here, yeah, this is where we plug in to charge the watch. So, the nice thing is you don't have to worry about some sort of a dock or a special cable. You could charge this with the wire that you use to charge your phone. That's convenient. Oftentimes it means it's not really that waterproof, although this one's got a pretty well rubberized connector. I wouldn't go dunking it in water, but it looks like it might survive a little bit of moisture. Probably a speaker or microphone. There's the camera right there. Oh, there's the microphone. So that's probably the speaker. And wow. All right, let's take a look at the manual. User's manual. Oh, nice. It's in color. Okay. Here's an overview of the manual. We've done a few of these Apple clone kind of watches now. Quite a few of them, actually. And they keep getting better and better and less expensive. It's amazing how inexpensive these are and what all they can do. Okay, there's the last page. I believe we go to the other side. No, it's still in English. Okay. We have a full-on English manual. There's the different apps that it has on board. And some more information. And a warranty card. Okay, that's the manual. What do I have to do in the back here? It's got a blue rubbery band to it. And as far as I could tell, the only color available for the band was blue. So you're getting a silver watch with blue and a nice buckle. There, okay. And it looks like we just simply lift right here to open the back. There we go. Finally. Okay. It's a slip-on back. Just snaps on, and when we open it up, wow. Okay, we've got a couple of things worth pointing out. We have a SIM card slot where we open it up, probably like that. And that's where we would put a SIM card in to make it usable as for making phone calls. And I'm pretty sure this is a dual mode type of a device, so you could also make this phone calls directly tethered to your existing phone if you want to do that. So you either have a standalone SIM card or you have the ability to tether it. This is the place where you can put your external SD card. So you can put all your music and other good stuff on there. And then the battery itself slides in here so the charging pins will connect snugly right here. Always fun to do this on camera. Wow, it's a tight fit. Line that up and snap it in. Okay. Well, I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to charge it up. I'm going to turn it on, and we'll take a walk through what this watch can do. We're all charged up, ready to go, but let's take a quick look at the features of the GD19. Does all these things with the built-in camera. Not a high-resolution one, but most of them aren't very high resolution anyway. It's good for just some casual photography. It's not a selfie camera either. It's going to be a front-facing camera. So let's take a look. Oh, and once again, to remind you that this is available from Gearbest, who's brought us this GD19 and also brought us the original GT88 from Kingware. So depending on which one you'd like to have on your arm, they're both available from Gearbest. I'll have buying links for both of them down in the show notes below. All right, let's press the button, get things going. We have one button here, it says welcome. And it spells out welcome, and we come up to an opening page. Haven't turned this on before, so this is brand new. Looks like we've got the time, which of course it hasn't been synchronized at all, so it's just beginning. We have a menu, we tap there, and that looks like it's taking us into a dialer. And we could place a call. Now, if you can see right there, it says local call or Bluetooth call. And if you have a SIM card in there, the local call would be available. And if you're tethered to your phone, the Bluetooth call would be illuminated. So you put the number in first, and then you choose which way you want to make that call. Okay. Do I slide back, down, up, that way? Looks like you got to push the button to go back. Then I got a tools button. And this is for, it looks like writing messages or checking your inbox for your SMS text messages. Outbox. Okay, so strange words for all of this. But we have menu meaning phone and tools meaning text messages. Let's see, if we swipe to the right, we get a circle that shows us all of our installed apps. And the time stays in the center and the apps move around it. Okay, and we have a bunch of them. Let's hop over here to settings. It's always that little wheel looking thing. We'll look at the phone settings. You can set your time and date, set your home city. Looks like it's set for Abu Dhabi, right? That's different. Look at this. Wow. All right, Singapore, there. We'll just set it for Singapore. Okay, done. Touch-sensitive screen. Set your time and date. You can actually do it manually with daylight savings on or off, or you can pull it from synchronizing with your watch, with your phone. You can set the format that you'd like, 12 or 24 hour. and how you want it to display. And done. And there you go. Update the time on or off with your phone. So you can set it manually or you can have it do it automatically. You can schedule your power off and on times if you want so that you don't use up the battery. That's a nice thing to do. You have the language choices, and here they are. Each of these languages are supported. And of course, we are on English. Writing language is set for English. It's kind of grayed out, but that's what's there. And all of these other languages are available for writing, which I presume is on the keyboard. Interesting. Preferred input method is one of these different types of keyboards. You could try them all out. The Smart capital ABC is the one that's highlighted. And then there's these other keyboards for the different languages of the different countries. And that just goes on and on and on. Russian supported. Look at all of that. This is really sophisticated. I haven't seen a watch do this before. Very interesting. Okay. Widget management. Widget daily. Widget or widget display. Okay, it can display all of these different widgets. Wow. And you can order the widgets in the order that you want them. It even has FM radio, it says. Move them. Yeah. Okay. Have to fiddle with that. That's about Widget Manager. Your overall display. Analog clock, 1, 2, or 3. Those are at the very beginning. I imagine we can press and hold and change them as well. We'll try that. And then a theme, glaring, colorful, or classic. All right, we're on classic right now. Shall we try colorful? There, we've changed to colorful. And now I'm going to go back, and there you go. There's a very colorful background. Back into settings, back into phone settings, back into display, theme, and glaring. I mean, we have to see glaring, right? Okay, there's glaring theme. Interesting. Oh, and it's glaring in the background here with that flower, I guess, as well. So we were in phone settings, in display, in theme, and I'll go back to classic and say okay and back. Okay, so that's our themes. That's all related to display. Then you have flight mode, normal mode or flight mode. So when you're on the airplane, your SIM card is going to be turned off in accordance with all the rules and regulations. And then this says handwriting sensitivity. Pin speed, pin color, medium, slow, fast. Okay, and then you can change the color as well. That is all in the phone settings. Then notification settings for messaging, call logs, downloads, on, notifying the status bar, sound is on or off. Accounts and sync. SMS is not ready. If it were, this I guess would let us go into our accounts for the SMS and maybe sync your contacts and things. Call settings, advanced settings, auto redial, IP dial, and call time reminder. Wow. IP dial. I guess you can put in different phone numbers on there for quick dialing. Connectivity. Says empty. Security settings, phone security. You can do a phone lock and change the password, I guess, so that you can lock the watch if you want. Not going to go there right now. And then you can restore your settings. Ooh, and then you have to put in the phone password, which I guess it already has one. Hopefully the manual said something about that. And that's all for settings. So then we go around and we've got a a pedometer that's tracking against time. So you can time your steps here. You can pause it, you can resume it, or you can reset it. And it looks like, oh, okay, swiping down took me back. Here's our sedentary monitoring time. Oh, I'm sorry, sleep quality monitoring. You can start that, and then you go to sleep, and it'll monitor how long, I guess, you slept from when you started it and what the quality of your sleep was. Here's a code to scan for our tethering app. I don't know what that is right now, but at the end of the video, we'll talk about that, how you set it up in Tether. It's usually the Fundowear app. And if it is, we have a whole bunch of videos on that, everything including on how you can push custom watch faces to a watch like this. If it's different than Fundowear, though, we may have a different operating way of dealing with phones. Here's alarms that you can set a variety of them, turn them on, tell what time you want the alarms to go off. Simple calculator. Whoops. Yeah, clears when you leave it. That's interesting. Divided by, and another number, and an equal sign. And it's got several significant digits, easy to read and fairly easy to operate as well. Here's our calendar, which is showing you the year and the month. And that's an interesting way to get around, huh? It's really small, though, but it is showing you what week of the year it is here. Sunday through Saturday, and then the actual day is highlighted. You can jump from day to day, but it doesn't bring up any kind of a data field to go into. And this one would be oh, look at that! You actually get a keyboard where you can type on it. SMS, MMS. This is apparently your messaging text field for actually creating text messages. Although it looks like Find Your Phone icon to me. It's got the phone with a magnifying glass. Here's the sedentary reminder. You can turn it on to remind you after a certain amount of time, and vibrate and ring, or just vibrate or just ring, all of those things. Oh, I don't want to leave that on. Okay, it's off. That's good. And then we're back to settings. So that's the first page. And on our second page, let's jump in at the top. Okay, watch, options and back. Options, open or format. All right, let's select open. Okay, we have audio, download, and all these other things. I think we're looking at the file manager here, and these are the files that we have in here. So if we had any audio, yep, that would be there. So that's where we could put our music. And I imagine you'd see the watch, and if you had the SD card, micro SD, you would see that show up here, and then you could go in and look at pictures or music or whatever. Here's music. It says it's empty. There's an audio player, though. So if you have music installed on the watch, it would play right here with the audio player. That one is our camera. All right. There it is. And it's right here in front. So you remember the number one box that we had here? Let's just zoom in on it and take a picture. And there we did it. And it's holding that picture so we could take a look at it. That's pretty cool. I've noticed that sometimes you have a hard time if it's on your wrist and you want to take a quick picture and it's gone right away. You can't see what it looked like. This looks like it'll freeze it for a little while. What watch are we going to be reviewing next? Let's see if we can capture that in a picture right there. All right, it's going to be the number one S9 watch. That one has NFC built into it. That should be an interesting review. And that's the second picture, and then it comes back. Now, it looks also like we have a zoom capability. There's an old bag in the corner. Look at that. That's where I put my trash. I can take a picture of the bag. This could be, and my finger didn't get in the way, just holding right here. This could actually be a pretty decent camera, all in all, for just taking some simple, quick pictures. And you can zoom back out again. All right. Under options, we have camera settings, photos, image settings, white balance, scene mode, effects, changing your storage, restoring defaults. Under camera, you can change the sounds. Wonder if you can have none. Sound 3 and off. Okay. Your EV, your contrast, and flicker, and delay time, all of those things. So I'm saving the option of not making noise when I take a picture, which I'm going to do right now. Nice. Silent. Took a picture. Okay, you saw a bunch of the other options there. Oh, look at that. I could say send while it's still showing the picture. I could either delete it or send it via Bluetooth. And then you power on Bluetooth and you could send it to your phone, I presume, via Bluetooth. That's a nice feature. Lots to learn about this one, and I'm getting lots of comments about my videos just going on and on and on way too long. So that's just a hint of what you can learn about the camera. Here's the gallery where you can take a look, I guess, at the pictures that you've taken. And I'm wondering if I go here, can I zoom in? Pinch and zoom? No. Doesn't look like it. Okay. No options for zooming the pictures on the screen, it doesn't look like. This is our little voice recorder. Hi everybody, you are looking at the GD19 smartwatch phone. Looks like an Apple, has a camera built into it. Saving it and playing it.
Hi everybody, you are looking at the GD19 smartwatch phone. Looks like an Apple, has a camera built into it.
Not terribly loud, but there is some volume there. You can go forward and back. New recording, play, append, rename, delete, list, settings, use as. Maybe you can use it as a ringtone. I'm impressed with the operating system on this. It has lots and lots of flexibility. Pretty good. Okay, we come over here. Wow, I'm back in camera again. I think this is video. Memory card removed. Use phone. Well, we don't have much memory, but a quick one. Yes, we are attempting to do a little video clip to see if this works. Okay, it says pause. I could actually pause it and turn it around to something else and pick it back up again, perhaps. That's all, folks. And then if I hit stop, it's actually stopped, saved. Option, oh, delete video is the only option, and here's a playback of it. I don't know if it paused. It seemed like it kept recording during that whole time. And the audio is really soft. But again, once you export it, it might be better. And we were saving that on phone memory, which is usually very limited. I'm very surprised we could record any video at all. Here's FM radio. It says, please plug in headphone. There's no headphone jack. Not sure what we're talking about there, but there's your FM radio station. That's volume. You can change the stations. Auto search for the channels, yes. Please plug in earphone. Generally, what you'd need, as far as I can tell, is a USB headphone that you'd plug in here. So the antenna, the wire acts as an antenna. So it looks like you have FM radio, but you're going to need to buy yourself a USB headphone connector for it to work. That's my guess on how that FM works. That's a setting for your sound. If we go outdoor, Outdoor mode is usually the loudest. Then you have options, activate, customize, reset. And so that's your sound levels. And then we were at that top one. So that's the second page of apps. Coming over to the third, that looks like a SIM card or a spider, one or the other. It's not available because we don't have a SIM card in here. I've got my roosters back outside. Hope you're enjoying the ambiance. I can change the brightness here to these different levels. There's 5, there's down to 1. Looked like we were doing pretty good at about 3. You can set the time out as much as 1 minute. So I'm going up to 59 seconds so it won't time out on me. A lot of times you'd find this in settings, but they're actually individual here. There's a stopwatch built into it with lap times that you can put in. And you can scroll through these. No? Yeah, I guess you can. 1, 2, 3, another one. Stop it, reset it, and options for lap timing and viewing your records, which are empty right now. A little bit more robust stopwatch than we see on most. Here's our world map where you can set where you live in Chicago, whatever, and it will, I guess, automatically tell you the date and time at that location based on the date and time you're currently carrying in your watch, which is really cool. That's new. Okay, just going to back out of that. Now, look at this. You have a Twitter client, a Facebook client built into it now, into this watch. Those apps apparently are available. I don't know if they... I imagine you have to be tethered to your phone in order for those to work, but it's possible it'll work with the SIM card. If any of you buy one of these and want to report back on your experience with the Twitter and Facebook, let us know. Here's the themes. We already did that in the settings. Here's your flight mode, on or off, so you can fly on an airplane without any trouble. Here's currently not available. It's a picture of a globe, so that and the SIM card relate together to communication. And then we go, whoops, there's that one before. There's the settings one, that one, that one. That's it, huh? Okay, we didn't start on that one. I started on this one. So that was actually the second page, third page, fourth page, and that's the first page, which is default what would come up. So you have your phone dialer here, which we did from the very beginning screen, and you saw how that worked. You have your messaging, okay? And those are these two things here. So we've got a bit of an icon game going on, but nonetheless, there they are. Here is contacts, where you can add contacts. There's your Bluetooth connectivity, where you turn power on, which you would need to do, and have visibility set. You can do your name and address. Your name is that, the address is that. You can change the name if you want to. All that's under Bluetooth. There's the install Bluetooth notifier app in the remote device. This is where you can get, I guess, notifications of your SMS text messaging. Looking at phone on anti-loss, this is where you locate your phone if you're separated from them. There's the camera again for Bluetooth connection to your phone. In other words, I'm guessing that this allows you to trigger from here your phone and take a picture on your phone remotely from your watch. You may or may not see the picture that's on your phone here on the watch, but at least you'll have the button to take the picture. And this is where you search for new devices, all the devices that are out on the network. There's my LES1 watch, which I could probably pair and use it as if it were a phone, but I'm not going to. And then we're back to your call logs and back to your phone call dialer. Okay. So that's all of the apps. Page 1 of all of these things related to Bluetooth tethering and phone calling. Your settings and all of these other goodies, from calendars and calculators to sedentary reminders and on. This page with music and camera and pictures and video and stuff. And then this last page of all your secondary apps like Twitter and Facebook. And then it's back to the very beginning. That's all coming from this particular page as if it were your home watch face, right? If I press and hold, well, I don't get anything. I should be able to change watch faces here. Oh, look at that. I swiped down and it did some strange thing. Add favorite contacts. Huh. I'm not sure what this is. No songs, but that might be a song player. There's the FM radio. Back. Swiping down gives us this little round display. Okay. Menu brings up our menu of our apps. Okay. Tools. Oh, those are the tools. So these are actual buttons underneath the main button. Oh, wow, look at that. There, I went to a watch face. This is one of those user interfaces that's going to take a while to learn. Press and hold and I'm into the dialer. And now I'm into FM. I just want to change watch faces. Oh, well. Okay. These are all those things. Back. Somehow we got to a watch face, which was pretty cool. I turned it off and turned it on, and it brought up a watch face. How you change that to another watch face should be as intuitive as pressing and holding, but it's not. Okay, I've messed around with it off camera, and I kind of learned how it works. When you turn the watch on, it comes up with a watch face. If you want a different watch face, just tap it. Just tap it. And it'll change watch faces for you. It has 3 of them. And that's all. And then it circles back again. When you're ready to do anything, then swipe it and you get to that other watch face, which has a phone dialer and an SMS or messaging button, and it has another sub button for menu and tools. Menu is that. They call that the menu. It's actually the application tray, I presume. And tools is this, which are those 4 different things there. Menu takes us back here. And turning it off and turning it on takes you back to your watch face of choice. There. You may notice that the time has shifted. Yes, because it is now tethered to the app that works with this watch. It's not the Fundu Wear app. It's this one, Fundu Companion. And it's a much more limited app than I'm used to seeing in the Fundu Wear app. It basically has 2 things: tracking your steps and the percent of completion against the goal that you set in the sport mode, and then your overall sleep quality in the sleep mode. You have the ability to adjust the Bluetooth settings for synchronization and to share whatever information you've accumulated to an email and password that you use to log in, so you can share it through the Fundu cloud, or to a QQ account or a WeChat account. In addition to that, over here, you have a tab where, again, you can log in and register. Go home, which is that page right there. Trajectory, which is that page right there that we already looked at. Bluetooth services, which was the Bluetooth that we saw up in the other menus, like 3 different ways to get to the 4 pages that this app has. You can have it give you push notifications for SMS and call services, pushing the missed calls and the messages. And then you have the notification app, which will let you set up the notifications that you want sent to your watch. And others always send notifications, always on the screen lock only. Okay. Then you have your help and settings, and it shows you your user settings that you establish, which is that same page. That's about the third or fourth way of getting to that same page. Gets a little frustrating over time. The applications recommended. It says that there's a Fundu Health app that you can download that can tie in supposedly with the watch, and you could use that for health management, perhaps. There's the About page that says we're running version 1.6 beta. All right. And this was just downloaded from the Google Play Store. The functional introduction, this is the screen it gives you when you first launch it in eloquent Queen's English, obviously, and tutti frutti colors of pinks and reds against blues that are high contrast and hard to read. And that. And I'm not even going to try to read it to you. I'm sure your Chinese English is just as good as mine. Enter the application. Let's us go back to where we were at the home page. Accumulating steps, accumulating information on your sleep quality, how many hours you were in light sleep, deep sleep, and I guess total time of sleep. And that's about it. I don't have ability to push anything else to the watch or the watch back here. I have looking for device, and it's not doing anything. It's not ringing this. And I have synchronizing data, and I'm not logged in. So I have to create an account and log in for that. On the watch itself, when I came over here in the menu to the page for the camera connection, the remote camera. Search new device. That's my Wi-Fi, and that doesn't have anything to do with camera. Oh, okay, I just wasn't hitting it right. It says it fails to launch the camera. So the remote camera capability back and forth with the app, Fundu Companion, does not seem to be working correctly with the watch. However, the onboard camera does seem to be working. And we saw that in here, where we also have the gallery, where I could take a picture and I could do an option of sending it via Bluetooth to here, and it says it is sending it. File transfer, I can accept that, and that picture has now been transferred to my phone. So you can use the watch with the app to the phone with the camera to put your images on your phone. That's good to know. Okay, I think we've just about covered everything with it. It's a really strange user interface, not comfortable with that. But nonetheless, you have a small square within this large perimeter, but that's not unusual for these Apple clone watches. They stick with the format size of an Apple Watch, but then they give you a much smaller screen inside. But again, look at the price. We're less than 1/10 of an Apple Watch in price. And this may even be lower still. So check in the show notes down below for a coupon for purchasing either the GD19, or check out the video. You'll see a little box over here about the Kingwear GT88, and you can decide which one of these you like. And again, show notes down below this video will also have the link to the GT88, which you can get from Gearbest as well. And once again, thank you to our sponsor for providing us this watch and all these watches, so all of us get a chance to play with this new technology. You've been watching Smartwatch Tics. Thanks for your subscription, and we will be back soon. Take care.